I'm not using the fucking viewfinder. Ah, stop. I'm gonna have to wing it a bit.
I'll mute it. Oh, here we go. We're on. All right. Welcome to the third game in the South Australian Lacrosse Box League. Welcome to all that is there. Bit of a shot going on. I'd like to welcome also on the commentary tonight, Mr. Luke Keesing, member of the current Australian squad and 2014 squad, coming in to commentate as well. How are we, Luke?
Good, mate. I don't know anything about the game, really, but hopefully I'll pick it up a little bit as we go on.
You know what? Pretty free flowing out here, and reset there with the clock. Brett takes the ball, and the Grizzlies will bring it into attack. Chris Nicola bringing it down, kicks it out to Cam. Nice little pass inside there, kicking it down, and the ball will go to the Bombers now. Cam Adams, who's stepped out of the cage from the first game last time I was here, and nice little feed inside there to Fremo. Good backing up, little shot, good shot. Chucky picks the ball up and he's going to bring it down the field now. Luke, come back from Perth for the Aussie camp. How'd you find that?
Yeah, mate, it was a good weekend. Just as Jack Woodford takes the ball away from the Grizzlies. We've got a whistle for something here.
Yeah, we've got a loose ball there, so the ball will come to the Bombers.
Yeah, mate, it was pretty good. A good weekend. That better? Yeah. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Pretty good with the boys. Yeah, a lot of good lax played.
And good to see that all the SA boys in the squad are still in the squad, so it's a fantastic effort. Nice cut down the middle.
Yeah, Evan Locke just pushes it wide, but Anson Carter with the regain comes in and sets the pick for Lee Parham. He gets inside and he scores.
Pez just fake, and putting it past Brett, who left the left side of the goal open there, and that'll be 1-0 to the Bombers.
Yeah, it looks like that strong pick set by Anson Carter just got Lee Parham on the inside. Grizzlies a little late to double team. Just, yeah, money in the bank for Lee Parham.
Face off here. Loose ball. Picked up by Eli, just flicking it down. Little bit good little bit of pressure there. Well held, shot had. Carter picks the ball up down the bottom from a loose ball. Again, good little bit of pressure, nice pick. And just
Benji Markslow pushes him well into the wall and gets the ball back for the Grizzlies, and James Mullins recovers it for the Grizzlies in the midfield. Gets it on to Cam Semler, current or ex-national team player for the last team, 2015 was it?
Yep, 2015 box team, so plenty of experience. Lovely shot there by James Mullins.
Rip top corner, that was a really nice shot. James Mullins just comes off a pick, lets it go nice and high, rip top corner. Grizzlies on the board.
1-1 with 11:15 gone in the first. Yeah, James Mullins' box game is very impressive. The first game that I commentated, he was exceptional. And he's started the night off really well there with a really good shot. There's a pretty easy shot straight out of the centre.
Yeah, looked like Cam Adams with that one. Looked like a violation from the face-off. Cam Adams just goes straight down Main Street and puts it in the back of the net. Bombers go up 2-1.
So we'll reset after that very quick transition from the face goal. Flicks it out. Oh, nice little take there.
Looks like Kieran Sando takes a hard hit but keeps the ball.
Another member of that Australian box team back in 15, although he was an alternate. Yeah, certainly shows the skills. Nice little inside.
Pick and roll game. Just puts the bounce shot a little high. Bombers will regain the ball in their D with Eben Locke, also a member of that national team. Takes it over the halfway line and looks to set something up for the Bombers. He runs it down nice and low.
Little easy, little bit of...
Brett Williams with a big save there.
And Chucky will bring the ball back into attack. Little bit of how are those gloves feeling when I whack you on the glove. So that's what we like about the box game. It's a little bit of physical.
Yeah, it is really physical, but both teams look to be pushing it early, nice and early here. And probably Bombers have got the better run so far, but we'll just wait till both teams find their feet.
Eben just going through there. Mullins just put down behind play. Just might have run into something like a brick wall that he didn't see was right in front of him. Didn't pick up who he ran into, but that's a nice little feed inside. Great little feed. Oh, that's a beautiful finish over the fake top of the right shoulder there. Again, quality shooting. I think that would be Pez's second for the night.
Yeah, it is. It's a really nice shot. He took his time, got the goalie to where he wanted it and put it top corner. I think the Grizzlies just not quite playing the two-man game super well at the moment, but hopefully they'll get their chance to give the Bombers one back down the end now. With Scott Dawson as he takes the ball and lets it go. Just to miss the cage just to the left. The ball ricochets back down the field to Gold.
And we've got 8.5 minutes left in the first. We've got the Bombers 3-1 currently. Fremo just holding the ball nicely to Carter. Carter a little inside, little pick there. Nice pick, inside roll, great feed.
Really good
and
feed.
that's a beautiful move in lacrosse, especially box lacrosse there. Fremo just finishes easy, and there's a couple going past Brett at the moment quite simply. So I think he's whether he's not seeing him early at the moment, but or whether they're quality shots.
Yeah, the inside game for the Bombers just looks really strong at the moment. Anson Carter with the behind the back pass into Tom Freeman. Lets it go and just, yeah, money in the bank for those guys that close.
Oh, Perrin picks up the ball.
I think Anson sent that one wide, but it'll go back to the Grizzlies. As the officials start to make a call here. It's going to be a face-off.
Going to be a face-off here.
Right here with Tom Freeman and Ryan, the coach at Burnside. So the Grizzlies get the ball back.
Flicks out to Semler. Ryan, little fake, nice little pick there.
Toby Raymond on the D there while Cam Semler has the ball. Gets it out to Benji Muxlow, puts a tough one in at Ryan's feet, but the Bombers pick it back up. Looks like Brett Williams will gobble this one back up and send it back down the offensive end for the Grizzlies. Kyle Billows carries the ball down, sends it off to Kieran Sando.
And we end up, the Bears will, or Grizzlies I should say, will, nice little save there from Chippy in the cage. Well picked up by Pez. Kicks it down, great little take for Fremo. We've got a 2-on-1 here. And just off the shoulder.
Yeah, Brett Williams got a little piece of that one, I think, and he'll get the ball back here in the back of the net. The Grizzlies will get the ball back downfield. Chris Nicola grabs it in the midfield, takes it down.
Too long to get it over the half there.
So what's the rule there, Tony? Explain that one to me.
Effectively, they've got to get it over the halfway line in a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And they didn't do that, so shot going wide there opens up on the back corner here. That's not very good defense, and putting the goalie under a lot of pressure when they're stepping in, walking in one-on-one. Another shot there just deflected by Brett Williams. Picked up by Anson Carter, little one inside, ball's gone loose. Again picked up by the Bombers. Oh, that's a nice little save there from Brett.
Yeah, the Grizzlies just not quite matching up on that inside game. Super well early as they turn the ball over again here. Evan Locke picks the ball up.
And again inside.
Gets it into Jack Woodford, who gets pushed, but he manages to get the ball off, although not successful up to the midfield.
Nice little pick up by James Mullins here, stepping inside. He's been shooting exceptionally well. He's shot that one right at Chippy's chest as we speak like that. And the Bombers putting a shot again. Probably very similar to the Burnside shot. Ball goes loose off Benji Buxlow's stick, but he'll pick it up again. And a nice little bit of pressure there.
Yeah, he gets pushed pretty hard just then, Benji Buxlow, but he's a tough guy. He'll pick right back up where he left off and go in and play some offense. Looks like Tom Freeman there with the turnover. He gets pushed into the boards, but they look to corral him at the bench. But
and a little bit of me, you, and a little push off the ball there. Have a bit of that. How do you like the maker's mark of my stick? Just imprinted into the back of your jersey. But nothing too untoward there. Just a little bit of a love tap. And the Bombers will take the ball on the halfway line. Actually, we've got a penalty here by the look of it. So the Bombers into a man-up situation. Let's have a look at what their man-up play is. Freeman with the ball. To Woodford, to Freeman, to Freeman. Woodford, little inside cut there. Cuts up top. Nice save there from Williams. Again, beautiful inside pass. Beautiful inside pass there from Carter.
They'll get that 30-second shot clock reset there with that goalie hit, so the Bombers will take the EMO again as Freeman sends one well wide of the goal, but Chippy should recover that one for the Bombers, although they're going to run out of shot clock time, so.
The ball will be taken into attack by the Grizzlies. Still man down. James Mullins in the penalty box still. We've got 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, the Bombers up here on a extra player in D.
Oh, that is a quality shot there from
Kieran Sandos. Sends that one in, comes off the back of the goalie, and they look to have awarded that as a goal.
Yeah, definitely came off the goalie, I think, onto the or off the pipe onto the goalie back into the goal. So Kieran Sandow just finding a hole there, and that's a good goal against the flow of play, given the Bombers have had a fair amount of play in the last probably 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah, and man down too.
So 4-2.
It's like Scott Dawson comes up with the ground ball in the midfield for the Grizzlies and sends it into Chris Nicola, who'll carry it behind the goal. Looking upfield for something good, something that he likes. Tries to go to the goal. Chippy will gobble that one up. So he sends it back upfield. So there's a little bit of a push going on in the middle.
So again,
Tom Freeman sends one wide.
Still in a man, we are even again. The Bombers not in a man-up situation. Looking inside, nice little sidestep there from Perrin. Grizzlies will bring it back into attack with 44 seconds to go in the first. To Dawson, little pick there. Another shot, picks up his own rebound, and again, shot going wide. So the ball advantage here given to the Bombers. So the Bombers will take the ball in their offense. 21 seconds left in the first. Oh, there's a turnover. And
it's possible this could be the last play of the game, of the quarter, sorry, right here as Mullins picks the ball up.
8
for
seconds.
The Grizzlies, 8 seconds to go.
They're going to want to look to get a shot off here.
Going to send it in, but they can't find the ball. Ryan tries to grab the loose change, but not enough time left on the clock, and we're out of time in the first quarter. Play quarters in box?
There's 4 quarters. Yep, 4 15-minute quarters. So at the end of the first, we've got a 3-minute break for the end of the first quarter. Very up and back at the moment. A bit basketballish. Plenty of shots going wide. I'm going to say the Grizzlies defense have some holes in it while the Bombers seem to be fairly solid down there. And I think given the shot selection by the Bombers, could have been a bit further in front there, and I think the Grizzlies probably pretty happy to be 4-2 down at the first quarter.
Yeah, it was a pretty good first quarter. Certainly the first quarter of box I've watched in a long time, but the Bombers' inside game just looks a little strong for the Grizzlies' defense at the moment. They'll have to just play that pick and roll game a little bit better and maybe just get a little bit more physical with the Bombers, who look to just be pushing them around a little bit. I don't think some of the veterans for the Grizzlies team will let that happen too much longer. So yeah, we'll see how the Grizzlies go in the second period.
Yeah, as I said, probably for the shots had by the Grizzlies, they're probably shooting at a reasonable percentage given they've only got 2 on the board. But they did have opportunities, and they will pop up all the time in this game. How did you see both goalies there, Luke, that quarter?
Yeah, both goalies seen a lot of shots. You'd definitely say Brett Williams has seen more shots in the trail games. You know, all the goalies get lit up in the drills because they just see so many shots. But in the games is where it counts, and he's certainly had one of the better save percentages over the weekend. But there's 2 lefties and 2 righties left in the squad, so he's probably got one real foe coming up against him, and that's Sean Aarons from Victoria. His mate was waiting for that little dunk inside.
Nice little cut there from Gilbert. Nice move inside, and another great leg save there from Williams. But picked up by Jack Woodford. Just looking inside, nice little pick and roll there by Gilbo, just again putting the ball wide. And the Grizzlies will take the ball with the clock reset there at 30 seconds as they get plenty of sub and rotations here. OJ Brown with the ball now. Just holding, getting settled. Nice little bit there, and Mullins with the ball now. Little pick inside roll. Probably not a great angle to be shooting from, especially with the gear that these goalies wear. They take up a fair bit of the cage. Keep push, little push there, but the ball will go loose. Anson Carter picks the ball up, flicking it down. We've got about a 4-on-2, but an inherent pass. We'll see Benji Muxlow pick the ball up. James Mullen coming down. He'll just pull it wide. We'll get a reset, a little bit of more substitutions. Ryan with the ball. Down to Mullins. Little pick inside there, little inside roll. Mullins has another shot. Pretty simple for Chippy there. Stick down, waiting for it. Lee Perham will bring it back for the Bombers. James Mullins, a nice little bit of defence there, but picked up by Fremo. Fremo will kick it down into attack. Gives it up to Jack Woodford. Nice bit of pressure there. And pushes the ball wide with the shot, but the Bombers will still pick it up. Another shot there by the Bombers. Bombers retain possession. Great save there again by Williams. And Burnside.
Oh, they turn it over in the midfield, and Jack Woodford's there to capitalise. Doesn't quite get the shot on cage, but it's a good effort to get that ball back.
Williams to OJ Brown. He needs to kick that on here. Mullins down. Not much to shoot at there, and he's literally done that. It's in Chippy's knee roll. Toby Raymond I think that was Toby there, just picking it out. Outside shot. Gets a reset. Mullins here with a fast man break. And a nice little late check. Beautiful little late check there. Just puts a shot off. But Mullins again, well in.
Got it too. What a shot.
James Mullins
opens his angle up, gets his stick to the middle of the field, and just makes Chippy bite one way and just puts it near side. A really good shot from James Mullins. I think that might be his 2nd goal of the game. Yeah, 2nd goal of the game, and a nice little shot. He's been in plenty of the action in the first part of this. Had a couple of fast man break opportunities, and certainly doing a lot of work in there for the Grizzlies.
Dawson against Woodford here. Ball flicks out. Muxlow picks up the ball down deep. Flicks it on, just a tip off here to Sandow. Might be a bit of a mismatch here. But just a nice little bit of.
Oh, he goes for the dunk. He goes for the dunk, but he doesn't quite make it. I think it gets caught somewhere in Chippy's pads, but the Bombers will recover the ball as it's like Jack Woodford's getting pushed over towards the bench here. Ref gets in the way.
We like it.
Benji's on his back too. Nice couple of solid hits in there from some of the big boys. Shane Gilbert, Scott Dawson. Ball's still loose in the midfield, but it comes back down now. And the Grizzlies will recover the ball as Benji Markslow gets the ball back in the midfield for the Grizzlies and sends it down low to Chris Nicola. Benji's coming in for a pick on the back here. Doesn't take it, and sends it over to Cam.
Nice little cut inside there by Raf. And an inerrant pass, just puts it wide.
Yeah, the pick and roll game's not quite coming off for the Grizzlies at the moment. They might have to find another way on the inside and certainly have to capitalise on those shots.
Anson Carter picks the ball up there, and loose man down at the bottom. Evan Locke was just sitting there again with the ball. Yeah, nice bit of pressure there from Benji. Inside to Carter. Carter looks inside. Lee Perham normally finishes those really well, but a great little chicken wing save there by Williams. Back to Perham. A little bit easy there from Perham, but Benji just steps in to lend a hand.
Looks to be a penalty coming for the Bombers, I believe.
And that was a nice little shot there by Freeman. Playing on. Another good save there. Okay, we've got the whistle here.
Looks like we're going to have a call made. Bob Carter's making a call.
So Chris Nicola.
Might have been for that stick on the helmet contact in the midfield there on Lee Perham. Although, if you ask me, I'm not entirely sure what was in that. If you consider all of the pushing and shoving that goes on in this game, a little tap across the helmet and you get a foul, but you can push someone as hard as you want in the back and you're all good.
That's why we love it. It's a bit of, that's a nice little spot, but again, just...
Yeah, Brett Williams coming up, trumps.
Another save there.
For the Grizzlies that time.
Gonna have to work hard.
Ball out into the midfield to...
Nice little sidestep there.
Benji Muxlow as he goes past Anson Carter.
Raf with the ball. Evan,
nice.
Nice turnover there from Evan.
Yeah, strong,
and he's a fast man here.
Strong turnover from
Very
Evan
strong.
Oh, it's a great shot. Comes off the pipe. Bombers will recover the ball in the midfield with Anson Carter as he pushes the ball onto Lee Perham.
As we've got the man-up situation here, so we get a chance to see the Bombers running their man up, and that
Toby Raymond comes on the inside and just can't quite finish.
Ball just flicking out, so it'll be a reset to the Bombers. Shot clock resets. Another inside, Perham. Another great save there from Brett. Little flick inside.
Oh wow, that was a really great pick-off.
Great pick-off.
Anson Carter. If Brett Williams didn't chop that one off, Anson Carter was going to have an absolute layup there, so that was a big play by Brett Williams.
Ryan with the ball. OJ Brown just
again. He might get that second opportunity after all as Carter comes in, lets it go, shoots it right into Brett Williams' chest, and it goes up high, and the Grizzlies will recover the ball again.
Ryan will bring the ball back now. We've got OJ inside, looking. No, OJ got to catch the ball before you shoot the ball.
Earn the money before you spend it.
Yep, and Carter will just, while he had a one-on-one situation here, he's just gonna hold it up a bit. The Bombers are still in a man-up situation. It's 4-3 with 6:15 left to go in the second.
Yeah, turning into a pretty good game so far. Nice and close.
All right, we've got the Grizzlies out of...
Skills are really starting to come along now. Again, the Grizzlies get beat on the inside roll game. The pick and roll you would think to be a staple, and this one looks good as he jumps over the back of the cage. Evan Locke.
That is a very good goal. Little bit of M. Jordan-esque in that with Evan Locke, but that was a fantastic little jump and roll and puts it in the back of the net. And just as we said, it was 4-3. As quickly as that, it's 5-3. And while that was very up and back for much of the game, face off here. Gilbo will pick up the ball, bring it back into attack. Again, that almost went in there between the legs of Williams. Unlucky there from Perham.
Yeah, about 5 minutes left in this quarter now. Grizzlies coming back on the offense. Would really love a goal here, just to take away that absolute slam dunk by Urban Locke.
I think the Grizzlies just have to settle a little bit here. They've sort of got the ball in. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice inside.
Pick and roll game.
Nice little shovel shot there. Little shovel shot. The ball, the time will beat them with the shot clock, while it didn't hit any part of the keeper or the goals. So the Bombers will bring it back into attack here. Cam Adams with the ball, taking on OJ Brown. Kicks it over. There's some really good rotation here from the Bombers. Plenty of good offensive movement, and they're finding that one in the inside fairly easy. While that shot's gone wide, and we'll have a Grizzlies ball here. We got a blue ball call by Bob Carter, so they'll go into offense here, and a pretty tight quarter altogether. There's again OJ. You've just got to watch the ball and catch the ball before you think about doing anything else, and that's a real bad unforced turnover, which puts the Bombers back into an offensive situation. And if the Bombers would score from this one, that would be very telling at this time of the quarter. Oh, and we're going to have another turnover there. So a little bit of justice one way, the other way, and.
So is there the over and back rule? Is there?
Yeah, there is. If there's no touch and it comes back over the halfway line,
yeah,
the opposition get the ball back.
Yep.
So we got Chris Nicola just using his legs, very ambitious. There's ambitions and capabilities, and sometimes you shouldn't get them mixed up. But, while Chris thought he was an opportunity there.
Yeah, the Grizzlies are really going for that, setting that pick from the top down onto almost the goal line extended and trying to come back upfield with the ball. They might benefit from trying it the other way around, trying to get a little bit wider and setting that pick from low to high and seeing if they can get open on the inside running towards the goal.
The Bombers again. It's that one there that they've got a turnover there.
Yeah, the Bombers just not quite making the Grizzlies pay on the inside shots. The Grizzlies are playing much better inside D this quarter. So hopefully that gets kept up for the rest of the game.
Scotty Dawson with the ball, kicks it down to Kieran Sandow.
Left-hander rolling off the pick here, not going to do the Grizzlies much good. It's Ryan Taggart gets the ball back in the midfield and sets another pick. He'll roll inside. Inside
roll, 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
Chris Nicholas shoots it, but it goes wide, and
we've got to reset.
Toby Raymond will recover the ball for the Bombers.
Back to Lock. To Carter, we've got a two on one situation here.
He'll shoot it, comes off the woodwork, and it'll be a Grizzlies ball.
Grizzlies coming back into attack with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go. They'd probably want a goal here coming into the half, just to send that scoreboard back to a 5-4 situation. Kieran Sandow on Jack Woodford inside, drops the ball. Nice pick up.
Oh, what a dunk.
That is a...
Cam Semler gets the loose change as Chippy denies the first shot from... I think it might have been James Mullins.
James Mullins,
yeah,
had the first. Well, he actually went to shoot, lost the ball, and it was fortunate that it's just bounced over the Bombers defender. And Cam Semler just sitting there going, "I think I'm going to have that," and a bit of alley-oop. Let's put it in the back of the net. And
just waiting for the trash on the doorstep.
So 5-4.
Yeah, that's a nice goal.
And the Grizzlies pick the ball back up here.
They've got about a minute and 15 left.
Oh, inside again.
Oh. Cam Semler gets the ball back down on the bottom corner, but can't make them pay. That would have been a real quick 2-goal swing there for the Grizzlies if they pulled that one off.
Oh, nice pass there. Oh, and a good bit of defence. Good bit of defence there.
Ben Muxlow with the takeaway.
And
really
Kieran Sandow. That's really good. Plenty of physical going on here. Nice inside roll.
Jack Woodford does get that shot off on a nice inside roll, but Brett Williams just there again, having a really good quarter.
We've got a 3-on-2 situation here.
Comes Benji Muxlow. Can he make him pay? He can't. Ralph O'Connor on the doorstep can't make him pay again.
So we've got a reset of the clock.
Mullins again.
Wide open in the middle. Wide open in the middle. Muxlow picks up. We've got 27 seconds in the quarter.
Yeah, the goalie got a piece of that one, so they get the 20-second shot clock. They might hold it here for one last shot here.
Yeah,
see what they can get on the offside. They can't get much.
Oh, that's a pretty ordinary sort of pass, but
they give the Bombers a chance to get a goal here if it can be recovered.
9 seconds. Nice cut. Inside cut. The ball's going to the shot clock. May beat them.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be it for the half.
And that'll be it for the half. And a good little comeback there by the Grizzlies in the end. A 5-4 game at half-time. Still a little bit scrappy with some pretty simple turnovers going each way, but plenty of shots being had here, and both goalies standing up to the pressure coming through.
Yeah, I think both teams, I guess, some veteran players, some experienced box players, but maybe with a lack of depth in the team, they're sort of both teams struggling to get 2 or 3 sort of little options out of each 30-second shot clock. So they kind of pushing for either the transition or the very first play, getting that one pick and roll and having a dip at the goal. But hopefully in the second half they'll find their feet a little bit better with their skills and look to try to do those 1, 2, 3 round offense and see if they can get some goals that way.
So who have you seen in that first half, Luke, as the key players? We'll start with the Grizzlies. Who have you seen as their key players down there that are sort of standing up?
I suppose they don't really have anyone standing out at the moment, but I think Benji Muxlow and Kieran Sando look to sort of be controlling the ball quite a bit. The rest of their teammates are looking to them to try to sort of make those plays and find the open guy. I know James Mullins put a couple in the back of the net, but I think they're those sort of 2 playmakers, while defensively they stack up pretty well with Brett Williams in the cage. So yeah, no real standouts at the moment for me from the Grizzlies. Pretty good all-round team game though. What about for the Bombers? Who do you like?
Mate, I think Eben Locke has been really good down there. I think his one-on-one play with his pick and rolls and his shot selection, he had that little bit of a alley-oop dunk, which was a fantastic goal. I think Anson Carter has been really influential in setting lots up there. Jack Woodford, while he hasn't hit the scoreboard and doing much, is the picks he's setting down there at the moment have been fantastic. But I think again overall, the Bombers with plenty of opportunities in that first half just probably didn't capitalise on the amount of opportunities that they had. And I think if they'd actually put their shots away with the amount of ball that they did have, probably should have been out to a 3 or 4 goal difference. But you know what? If you don't shoot the ball, you don't score. And if you don't put it past the goalies, the score is what it is at 5-4 at half time. And I think we've got a pretty interesting second half. And it'll be interesting to see just if it gets a little bit more physical. It started to get a little bit of physical there. We don't mind a bit of physical. That's what this game's all about. A little bit of who can handle the pressure, and you know, haven't seen too many guys polish the floor with their shorts just yet, but hopefully in the second half we might see a bit of that.
Yeah, it's certainly a game of strength and skill. The Bombers at the moment look to be the bigger and slightly more skillful team. Guys like Anson Carter, such a skillful player. Jack Woodford can handle the ball inside really, really well. We'll see if those guys in the second half can put a few in the back of the net and really put it beyond the Grizzlies. I think they'd say they were the better team that half, the Bombers, but we'll see how they go in the second half.
Yeah, look, we've got about 3 minutes in the half here with a break. Just everyone sucking in the big ones. It's been very up and back for the last probably 15 minutes of that quarter, which is only 15 minutes long. So it's been pretty interesting. What about yourself with the box game? Play much box lacrosse or?
No, I haven't. I think probably the last game of box I played was at this arena when a few of us got roped into the state team a few years ago. And by a few years ago, I mean about 10 years ago. But yeah, since then I haven't really got on the box field. Sort of yeah, I suppose lacrosse is lacrosse, and lacrosse interests me a lot, but I've always been a bit of a field guy. I don't like being caged in, so.
I actually spoke to one of your Glenelg teammates, and might have been my son, the other day. I said about playing box, and he's said he's quite happy playing the field game. And while they all look like the Michelin men, the goalies out here, which doesn't give much room, but had a fantastic season this year at Glenelg for the State League. Everything's calmed down a bit now, and you'd be looking forward to almost a pre-season.
Yeah, well, I suppose it was a long season, and there are always long seasons, but it was good in the end to come up trumps with the victory in the grand final. But yeah, I suppose when it comes to the box, I've battled a few little niggling injuries all year, and I think it's probably best to just give the body a break when it gets the chance, and now's one of those chances, especially with the Aussie team stuff ramping up, and need to be in tip-top shape for that. Maybe towards the end of the season, if I can get a game somewhere on a box team, I will, but we'll just see how the body pulls up.
So what next for the Aussie squad?
So our next camp is January 3rd to 7th, which is in Melbourne. Yeah, we'll just do a bunch of drills and games and stuff like that again. I think there'll be a fairly major squad cut after that. And then those sort of 30 or so guys will go through to Japan next year to yeah, play off against a couple of the unis and the Japanese national squad as well, just like we did for the 2014 campaign. And yeah, they'll make the final cuts and pick the alternates from there, and then it'll just be on and upwards to Israel.
Israel, an interesting place for the game to go. Obviously, they're looking at widening the profile of the sport. I have heard the beaches over there are pretty beautiful, so hopefully you make that side again. As I said, your 2014 game was really good. But we might just have a little bit of a break here, just to grab a bit of a refreshment, and we'll be back very soon for the start of the second half. All right, welcome back here to the second half of the Grizzlies and Bombers. A couple of technical issues there, mainly because I might have stepped on something that I shouldn't have. But the game's back, and as I said, just in that end of that second half, it was looking like maybe getting there's a little bit of physical, a few boards being brushed up here, and maybe some sponsors' logos of the Burnside tops being imprinted into the boards. But we got the Grizzlies in attack here. Yeah, nice little hit, great little hit here, but a nice hold.
We lost a little bit of time on the footage there.
Good pick up, and a nice little scrap goal there by Raf.
No, I don't think he's allowed it. I think Brov's taken the goal away from them. I'm not entirely sure what happened then. Someone might be able to clear up one of those rules for us later, but he looked to be in the crease, if that is a thing in box.
Yeah, Bob Carter, referee, had his arm signalling towards the Grizzlies side. Good little hold there from Fremo, and a little one over the back. Lucky to go back to Perham. Perham just a little push, but play on. And again, I think the physicalness has stepped up here.
Yeah, it definitely has. A few players getting crushed into the boards early.
We got a reset here into the middle. Just a few people feeling a few foot.
Oh,
great hit there.
Gets absolutely poleaxed.
Absolutely great hit there from Gilbo.
Yeah, Shane Gilbert. He's a big unit. Don't get in the way of him. He'll put you on the ground.
No, and I'm going to say Benji did his best bit of work with the shirt polishing of the floor there.
Yeah, he bounced back up though.
Straight back up. He's a tough little customer, yeah. And is a defender, so not used to getting hit like that. Normally he's used to hitting people in the field game. Again, another one who's part of the Australian squad still, and looking at sealing his spot in the 2018 team. We've got a push there. Got a push there on.
Looks to be a few tempers flaring as well. It's possible that Burnside players go into the penalty box.
Yeah, we got Grizzlies with a penalty here. No, he's not
No,
going to the
he's-
penalty box.
But-
Okay, so
They look to
No.
be very briefly man up, but they don't take the ball cleanly enough. So Tom Freeman gets it back to Anson Carter and pushes it down low to Evan Locke, who can't handle it.
great pickup.
But they do get a pickup there with Cam Adams. Can't quite make the dunk. Looks like Jack Woodford handles the ball again. Tries to find Evan Locke on the backside, but it just is beyond his reach. He's going to get pushed into the boards here, and as he
Flat-footed.
tries to recover the ball, as
Recovers the ball.
Benji Muxlow
Steps
does a
inside.
good job again.
Triple team there.
There's
And,
lots of people on the ball there.
He's got rid of the ball. Who's lost their stick there? Semler's lost
Cam
his
Semler's
stick.
missed-
Outside
oh,
shot.
Tom
And that's
Freeman
a heater.
sends it from downtown to the back of the net. Brett Williams, he might have got a screen on that one. He didn't look to pick that one up early, but yeah, Tom Freeman just cocks it back nice and high and just sends it into the back of the net for a 6-4 lead.
Yeah, ripping the ball from outside there, and I reckon Brett Williams did get a bit of a screen on that. Back into the centre. Woodford.
Face-off extraordinaire Jack Woodford looked to be dominating in the box league as much as he does in field as well.
And that's going to be a
They're gonna go
turnover.
over and back.
Turnover there. The ball
So
will
the-
go to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Grizzlies will get it back here in the midfield with Ryan Taggart. He looks to have a pick set by James Mullins.
Ryan with the ball.
In, right
Look at
down
it.
Main Street.
Looking to go down the middle.
He shoots, but Chippy gets a piece of it.
And
they
we've got
go
a fasty
downfield.
here. This is where Jack does his best work, both in this game and the field goal. But a nice check there from James Mullins. Although Semler just missing the ball. And little one off the ball. What are we going to call here? We've got an off the ball push. The ball will go to the Bombers. Yeah, ball
Yeah.
going towards the Bombers. So just a turnover. Must have been a loose ball push there. Carter with the ball.
I thought you could push people if it was loose.
Yeah, I don't think that one was in the play anywhere or anywhere
right.
near the play.
Yeah.
I think the ball was well loose, and Bobby Carter's deemed that to have been the case. Scotty Dawson, couple of big men there. Dawson and Locke just trading some balls. Ryan with the ball gets
He gets
a
hit.
knock over.
He
Oh, that's a
gets
great
hit pretty
pass.
hard. Evan
And
Locke
that one's off the top.
puts it in, and it does go in. Yeah, it looked to go in from where I could see. It looked like it might have hit the bar and bounced down, probably just behind the line, and that's another goal for the Bombers.
Again, pretty easy turnover at the top there. Gilbo sent the ball in very quickly, and Eben, while he was recovering to come back through to his attack or to his defensive line, and was certainly behind the players, and it worked out well in that occasion, and a great little finish there. 7-4 with 7:18 left in the third. Flicks it out. Mullins flicks the ball out. Ball coming loose.
Kyle
Billows.
Billows picks it up.
Evan Locke just letting him go past. Actually, I haven't seen much of Kyle. Oh, again, pretty sloppy
Just turns the ball over too easily then. Bombers will pick it up again. That's probably 3 turnovers in a row now that the Bombers have got the ball back, and they look to go on the offense again.
Oh,
It's Toby Raymond, can't quite handle the loose ball.
good pick up for Benji.
Benji Muxlow goes down here for a 2-on-1. He looks
And
to
he
just let him go for it.
looks at
Shoots it
himself.
wide.
Nice
but-
back up there.
Mullins picks it back up again. Just to send it inside for
Forces
Chris
it.
Nicola, but he can't handle it either, and Jack Woodford run the ball out of defense.
Just forcing the ball a little bit here.
Yeah.
Nice inside step. And that's a great finish. That is a great finish again from Lee Perham. A little bit of one-way, two-way, and found the 5-hole right there on Brett Williams. And I think Brett thought he actually got a bit more of that than he did, but found it sway into the back of the net.
Yeah, he'll wish he had that one back. I think he just got beat on the inside of his stick there.
8-4. Score just blowing out a bit here.
Just 3 quick goals to the Bombers, and all of a sudden this game's changed.
Another great hit there
Big hit.
from OJ, and he's down. How's he going there? No, he doesn't know
OJ.
where he's got one here where he might have got a corky there, or doesn't know where he is at the moment. We'll just keep.
Beautiful play, and Anson Carter sends it in. That's good. That's a nice crease dive. Anson Carter known for that in the field game as well, and that jump just through the crease, getting your stick nice and close to the cage, and Brett Williams had no chance there. Really good really good ball movement by the Bombers, and all of a sudden it's a 5-goal lead.
Just keeping an eye on the Bombers change rooms there from that hit. Looking a little bit worse for wear. May have just got a little bit of a daze from that hit.
Yeah, he might have pushed his head into the wall or something. He looks to be all right though. Chippy grabs the ball back in defence as it's flicked off there from the face-off, and he'll get it cleared up through Cam Adams.
Ball coming down, a 9-4 game now. The game's just blowing apart a bit. Again, another
might have hit his own teammate in the face. Who's that, number 77?
Lewis there. Down to Chucky again. I think maybe hearing footsteps a bit at the moment. As I said, that little bit of physicals come out in that first sort of 8 minutes of this quarter. And
certainly possible. Tom Freeman. And
again, lovely, great little finish. Fremo's certainly shooting percentage from the first game. He's tightened it right up, and he must be shooting about 80% at the moment with the shots he's having. Another great finish between the 5-hole there from Williams, and that's where he seems to be getting beaten at the moment. Yeah,
really low angle shot. I suppose from the natural left-hander, and Tom's a very skillful player. I think Brett probably wishes he had those last two back. James Mullins picks the ball up out of the face-off for the Grizzlies. Doesn't quite get it, but they still look to come up with the ball.
Toby Raymond in there to help.
Now the Bombers
3-on-1. Toby Raymond just fumbling the ball there.
Shane Gilbert and Parham bring the ball back down for the Bombers.
3-on-3 here.
Lee runs into a little bit of trouble, but sends them behind the back to Gilbo as Parham regains the ball again.
Shot
and
there.
Shoots it, but it's picked off and it goes in.
Another fantastic little goal there.
Jack Woodford that time with almost a slower ball. It might have caught a deflection from something or ricocheted off a shaft or something, but the ball just pops into the top corner. And is that scoreboard right? 11-4?
That is right. It is a 6-0 third term here with 3 minutes 10 to go.
Bombers just piling it on. Strong face off there. Benji Muxlow, Anson Carter.
Benji just kicks the ball down here.
Anson Carter opting for what looks like mesh in the box game, as opposed to his regular leathers.
Oh, nice little cut. Nice little cut. Great save there by Chippy. And the Bombers will just bring it back down into attack. They'll bring it down slowly. 22 seconds left on the shot clock here. Lock with the ball. Up to Parham. Parham, good little inside pick there. Looking at going. Oh, plenty opening up here. Plenty opening up here. Shot just going wide there from Jack. And the ball will end up.
I don't know where the ball went, but it looks like it's out of play and it's going to be a Grizzlies ball.
Went into the Grizzlies dugout there. They're just trying to retrieve it from under about 13 nets, which are behind. Bob Carter gives the ball back to James Mullins, and we'll head into the offense with 2 minutes to go in the third. The Grizzlies certainly would like to probably at least get one here before the end of the third term.
Well, 7-goal deficit now. That's a shot, the backhanded shot from Scott Dawson. Doesn't quite go where he wanted it to go.
I'm going to say that probably hit himself in the foot there.
Bit of a toe bruiser.
Bit of a toe bruiser. OJ Brown just missing the ball. Plenty of slap and tickle out there. And Anson picks the ball up, flicks it over Evan. We've got a 2-on-1 this side. Little pick, inside roll. Shot from Parham, and another cracking shot. The game's just blowing right open in this third term with 1:15 to go.
Benji Muxlow
Steps
does
inside,
a good job again.
Triple team there.
And
very close first half.
There.
I think he's got rid of the ball. Who's lost their stick there? Semler has lost his stick.
Outside
shot.
And that's
to find out what's
that's a
heater.
Wrong. Sends it from down.
Couple of big men there.
Pretty clean
Dawson and
Lock.
Lock.
Really good skills. Just like we talked about at half-time, their physicality and their skills coming through, and it looks to be, I guess, the dominant feature from the scoreboard.
Even though everything going right, everything going right here for the Bombers. That face-off just was a bit of no man's land, and it flicks out,
Steps
steps
inside.
inside.
Sitting
by himself
Triple
out the
team
back
there.
There's
And,
lots of people on the ball there.
2-on-1
rid of
rid
the
of the
ball.
ball. Who's lost
Situation
their
there with Carter.
stick
That
there?
makes it 9
Semler's
goals.
lost
And
his
Semler's
stick.
missed
Outside
and
shot.
8 or 9
And that's
goals
it.
in a row for the Bombers.
And
So now
12.
we'll see if the Grizzlies bring out a bit of physicality here. It's possible that they will. They do
Last-
get a look
oh.
on the doorstep, but Rafa O'Connor can't quite handle that ball right on goal line.
and that is that will finish the third quarter with what we'd have to say is a real blowout in that third term. 8-0.
Yeah,
Third
probably
term.
pretty good viewing for those guys who are watching on the live stream. It's yeah, potent offense by the Bombers, and just goal after goal, transition, defense, just Bombers just getting the job done in the third quarter.
And we will have to
Martin
steps
does a good
inside.
job
See how the Bombers
Triple team there.
sorry,
And
Lots
the
of people on the
Grizzlies.
ball there.
he's
What
got
they
rid of
can bring
ball,
who's
who's
lost
in
the
the
last quarter, and
stick,
or whether
Semler's
lost
And
his
Semler's
stick.
missed
Outside
it.
shot.
Tom
And that's
Freeman.
dropped.
I think the
That's a
physicality
heater.
brought by
Sends
the
it from
Bombers
down.
Couple of
early
couple of big men there.
really did
Dawson
rattle
and
the
Lock
Grizzlies a bit.
just
Um,
trading some ball.
and they
Ryan
just
with the
seem
ball
to-
gets here footsteps
He
sometimes
gets
to
hit.
knock over.
He
Oh, that's
gets
a great
hit.
pass coming
Evan
towards,
Ward.
and that one's off the top.
and
Puts
a
it
few
in.
Inherent turnovers.
Chris Nicola, but he can't
which
handle it
resulted
either.
in
And
the
Jack
Bombers
Woodford
picking the
run
ball
the
up
ball
and
out of defense.
Just
heading
forcing the ball a little bit
heading
here.
goalward.
Yeah.
Nice
I'm gonna
inside
say the
step.
shooting percentages there would have been up around
And
the
that's
85%.
a
for
great
Bombers.
finish.
Yeah, must have been
That is a great finish again
goal
from
at least
Is
one
he-
by
he has-
Karam Woodford, maybe 2 or 3 from Anson Carter, 1 or 2 from Tom Freeman. No, it was definitely 2.
Yep.
Can't remember who else chipped in, but certainly those 4 guys doing all the scoring.
Yeah, and the sort of group that has been around at Brighton at field level for a long time. They played a lot of lacrosse together, so they would understand each other really well with how they catch, throw, and what they're capable of. So, but certainly did turn it on there, especially in that last 10 minutes of that third, after a bit of a one-way, two-way battle.
Yeah, I just think their size and strength is just a little bit too much for the Grizzlies to handle. The Grizzlies played pretty well in the first half. Just that last quarter, just the physicality and the size and the skill of guys like Carter and Freeman. They're just so smooth with the ball, and they're going to get you every time. If they get those 2-on-1s, they're not going to miss too many of those opportunities.
So we've got about 45 seconds here before the start of the last quarter. What's the thought process here, Luke? We're either going to have a blowout in the last quarter, or are we going to have something miraculous and maybe that's the scoring end, and we'll see the Grizzlies come back and maybe tie it up and might even have a tied game at full time and a little bit of overtime maybe?
Yeah, I got to say, after that quarter, I can't see it happening. I think the Bombers will probably run away and increase their lead a little bit more if the last quarter's anything to go by. But I don't know, the Grizzlies are winning a few face-offs, and they can certainly get the ball and roll with these Bombers. They just got to get the ball and make sure they're not taking those first opportunities. Make sure they get all the ground balls, try and hold the ball for a little bit longer, and certainly finish on transition. They might stand a chance.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of the Grizzlies players that really need to stand up here. I think AJ Brown has gone near the ball and either not grabbed it or not touched it, but I don't know how much lacrosse he's played since the field season. Might be his first game. I wasn't here last week, but anyway, here we go. Face off. We've got a flick out here, and the Bombers will pick the ball up and just inherently throw it away. So maybe that's the start the Grizzlies needed. Over to Muxlow. Muxlow looking for someone. Gives it to Cam Semler. Looking for a little bit of work off the ball here. Nice little pick, but no inside roll. And I think that's the difference right there, where the Bombers are setting that pick, looking at that inside roll, and then really coming back. Nice.
There's
Mullins
a really
with the
good
ball.
one by James Mullins. James Mullins is playing that 2-man game on the pick and roll really well, but they don't get the dunk, and Bombers go back the other way.
Fasty there, and a great save from Williams. But
Tries to find the 5-hole, but can't quite find it this time. Looks like Brett Williams has learned his lesson from the third quarter.
Mullins just throwing the ball down to Chucky, but We've got a 2-on-1
Another
situation
2-on-1.
here.
As Evan Locke
Evan
pushes it.
Little bit of a
Can't quite get the ball in the back of the net as Williams makes another good save. Cam Adams tries again.
and another good
Bombers
save.
miss out one more time as now the Grizzlies go on the offense and
Oh,
Mullins puts it in the back of the goal.
Back of the goal, and wears one for his.
Pays the price for it afterwards and just tells Lee Perham how's it going, and Jack Woodford too on his way through.
Yeah, little bit of how is the wall down that end, and there's a couple of scratches on there, and I think Mullins just put another one on there, but did score the first. So
Jack Woodford would be telling him to look up at the scoreboard and tell him you got a long way to go, son.
and we might have a no, didn't pick up the.
Jack Woodford picks up the ball from the face-off. Shane Gilbert checks in for the Bombers as they try to get a sub. Evan Locke comes back onto the field. Tom Freeman down his natural left side. They'll play two lefties on that side and see if they can get on the inside, and they do. Evan Locke, puts it in the goal. Really good play. Two lefties, little pick and roll game. Evan Locke just knows exactly where to go. Finds that little pass on the inside and that crease dive again.
That was a perfect behind the back pass there by Freeman, who found his teammate, and again clinical finish, making the difference at the moment. Bombers win the ball again from the centre. Evan Locke with the ball, just looking at everyone filtering down. Perham with the ball, little inside flick, and another great finish there.
Shane Gilbert gets it on the cut and makes the Grizzlies pay again.
So while we had the first one there to the Grizzlies, the Bombers have just gone enough of that, bang bang, and after a 3-minute start where we thought the Grizzlies maybe going to get back into it, all of a sudden they're 2-1 down in the quarter and out to a 15-5 deficit here early in the fourth.
Yeah, that's it. And with just 11 and change left in the game, the Grizzlies are going to have to score at a goal a minute to get back into this one.
Yeah, and obviously with the Bombers holding the ball and moving their offense is really moving well here. They're not afraid to give the pass, and that'll be a turnover. So we're going to have an advantage here to the Grizzlies. OJ Brown picks it up. So he's actually got the ball in his stick now, which is something he hasn't done a lot of tonight.
He might have pinched it in for the box season, Tony. You never know.
He may have.
There's a few players out there with some field legality questionable sticks.
Scotty Dawson coming off the pick there. Great little pick there from Ryan, and might have screened Chippy a bit, but another great shot, puts it into the back of the net, and Scotty Dawson on the mark, and we've got a 2-2 game here in the fourth.
Yeah, definitely a screen coming off the top of that pick. Chippy had no idea what that one was and late to react, but it goes low and it goes in.
Muxlow in the face against Woodford. Woodford just kicks it out. Evan Locke throws it out to Lee Perham. Perham on Chucky. Little bit going off on the ball there with Cam Semler. Inside, great save there. Rebounds to Muxlow.
Muxlow might have a 2-on-1 downfield here.
Muxlow, great pickup from Chucky. Nice save there.
Probably not quite enough of a good angle. Cam Semler.
Oh,
He's
and
got
they
the ball.
should just bring it out here.
He takes a bit of a hit and goes down, but he gets back up again.
Okay, so Burnside set here. Out to Raff. Raff looking to go inside. Woodford just giving him a tap and a tap and a tap. Yeah. And a tap which will turn over the ball. We're going to reset here with Chippy with the Bombers. Woodford just starting to say, hey, this is our game. How about you get out of our court?
Lee Perham carries the ball down and looks
nice
for that
tip.
Little pass, but a ball gets tipped away by Benji Muxlow as he carries the ball back down the court.
One-on-one with Adams. Just pulls it out, settles down.
The Grizzlies. A court or a field?
Court. Well, I'm going to call it a court. You know.
I don't know, that's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, no, court, and the Grizzlies just turned the ball over quite easily there. Missed the case. Benji just telling Raff maybe to settle it down a bit. They were subbing.
Oh, another knockdown there by the Grizzlies, but the Bombers get the ball back with Tom Freeman as he carries the ball up nice and high.
We've got a good little matchup here. This side.
In, downfield, lots of space.
Perham.
Cam Adams doesn't quite roll inside quick enough, but Lee Perham just has the ball still. Eben Locke has another shot at goal, but it doesn't go in. They hit the goalie though, so if they can recover the ball here, they'll get another shot clock, and they do.
There we go, reset on the shot clock,
Lee
23
Parham
seconds.
Will have the ball, and he'll wait for a couple of fresh legs to come in. Anson Carter gets the ball up.
Straight
looking
off,
for an
another
inside
tip.
pass, but not quite there as Benji Marks.
Here we go,
carries
one-on-one.
down.
The
He's
defender,
got
can
the
he
big-
shoot?
Big play.
Oh, he
puts
can
it
shoot.
high.
And that was a pretty good shot.
And now,
But look at the
susceptible
turnover
on
here.
The bottom corner, top corner. There he
Ah,
goes. Fake high, shoot low. Money in the bank for Shane Gilbert. And the Grizzlies, well, they needed to capitalise on that one. And the Bombers just go straight back down the other end.
wasn't the worst shot there by Bench. He certainly assessed it. And Chippy made a great save down there. Got the arm up. He's just practicing it again down there.
He
So
probably got a little bit too close to the goal. Maybe shoot it from a little bit further out, hide the stick a little bit better, and he might have had a bit more luck then.
I don't know, Lukey, I think I made my career in the field game from standing on the crease. And I figure, you know.
Oh, that one comes off the woodwork. It's going to be a pipe. So if the ball comes off the pipe, is it play on? Must be.
It is play on, and Mullen's just running himself into the wall. He must have enjoyed the last one, so he thought, bugger it, I'll do it myself. As he comes down. Nice little inside, another tip. The Grizzlies getting plenty of tips on the passes here of the Bombers at the moment. We've got a loose ball situation, but picked up. And that ball will be picked back up by Toby Raymond. A shot there, good save, but again picked up well by Woodford.
Jack
And
Woodford
that's a
puts
great
it
little,
in.
that's a great little pick up roll, and just around the corner shot, found the open side near his right leg, and I think Brett's been, when he has been beaten most of the time, it has been low this evening.
That
so
one was actually 5-hole again. Definitely 5-hole.
definitely 5-hole.
Yeah.
So moral of the story is close your leg or put your stick down there. And all of a sudden again we're out to a 17-6 game with 6:48 left in the third. But a great pick up by Dawson. 2-on-1 situation. Bounce pass, shot, save, and the Bombers pick it up back again. Loose over here.
Oh,
That's
shot
better.
Low, that's better, but Cam Samler picks the ball up in the midfield, gets it down to Ryan Taggart. They've got a 2-on-2 now. We'll
And
see
he
if
might-
they can use some of this space, but he might wait for some
We've got a sub happening here.
some inventory.
Dawson just subbing. Mux
Goes back
Mux
downfield.
slow on to
Waits
the
for
crease.
someone
Oh,
to slide, but no one there.
no one slide. Chippy just says thanks very much. That's
Looks
pretty
like-
lax defense right there.
It's like the Bombers just said, yeah, no worries, shoot it. We'll just get it back, and they do. Anson Carter gets it downfield, gets pushed pretty hard.
And a score here for a bit of a 2-goal play, I reckon. Screen.
No, they don't quite
Goes
have it.
wide.
Oh, Anson Carter giving Cam Semler a big one in the face. He doesn't like that. Anson Carter just
So
putting a big cross check very high.
we've been Cam Semler going to the box here.
No, we must not have been looking at the same thing.
Maybe it's
Maybe
always the retaliator that gets caught, shall we say?
I don't think Cam was the retaliator in that case. I think Anson gave him a pretty big one late, but maybe benefit of the doubt. Cam doing the instigating of the pushing, while Eben Locke gets a doorstep shot, but doesn't quite get it. Shane Gilbert gets knocked to the ground as Anson
Still throwing it around in there.
throwing his weight around a fair bit, as Eben Locke still got a chance. He had the ball for a long time on that quarter.
Oh, there we go.
Going for the body then.
Going for the body. Just took the eyes off the ball, Fremo there. Saw Benji coming. Mullins coming around the corner. Oh, there we go. Bit of a cross check to the rear. Chucky, I don't know. I've got to say, I reckon the next 4 minutes, 30 seconds are going to be pretty physical.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Given the fact of this, just stepping over the halfway line there almost, but the ball will turn over and the Bombers will take it back. Again in a man-up situation as Semler's still sitting in the box. Chucky nearly getting a piece of it there.
Yeah, I really still can't quite work out what the... Oh, it's a big shot, comes downfield from Cam Adams, just lets it go, pings off the pipe and goes in as Grizzlies still sitting in the penalty box as it finally is released, but I still can't quite work out what those penalties or that penalty was for, given the push and shove. Must not be the same way of officiating as the field game.
Yes, I'm not sure on that officiating, but you know, obviously Bob saw something that we didn't. And the Grizzlies take the ball. Semler just picking the ball up, kicks inside.
Kyle Billows takes a
shot. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, just
nice and high.
off the top there, and the ball just filters out. It'll come back to the Grizzlies, and Chucky will take the ball and bring it back into offense. Kicks it down to Dawson.
Dawson, the dominant left-hander.
That worked.
Off top of that pick.
Did work last time, but the Bombers saw that coming again. Out to Billows. Billows down to Semler. Little inside roll. That was a bit easy. Good little chicken wing save there from Chippy. And we got the Bombers coming back into attack through Evan Locke. Just rolls around. Ball comes loose. Benji.
Bit of a push there by Evan Locke. Loose ball push, I guess. Grizzlies will get the ball back.
Nothing too much in that as the two boys just say thanks very much. Let's come down and play some offense. Dawson with the ball. Raff just sitting inside. Big body against a smaller body. Oh, another little tip there.
The ball really kicks off the deck, doesn't it?
It really does, and you get that reverse spin on that initial one, so you're not expecting it.
I'm not sure what the surface is played on in the World Games and that. Maybe it's not this. I've seen a couple of highlights from the NLL. It looks to be maybe carpet as opposed to this hardwood floor, but
yeah, I think it's more that Astro-y sort of carpet that they play over there, so you probably get a more natural bounce on that.
Probably a little bit better on the feet, maybe a little less slippery as well.
Yeah, there's a few players slipping out here tonight. I did notice down that back corner from the end that we're shooting at the moment, although as we see a turnover now back to the Bombers and a reset of the clock. Perham with the ball, kicking it down inside there to Freeman. Is he going to load up again from the outside? No, but Carter says maybe I will, given
he sends one high.
And the ball, it'll be a Grizzlies ball here.
Yeah, didn't quite wear any of the iron or any of the goalie in that case.
No, hang on. We're just sorting out what's going on here. It'll be, as I said, I thought it was a Grizzlies ball.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know what happened then. Maybe there was a whistle accidentally.
See if the Grizzlies can actually get one here. Little inside roll, not happening. Nice look inside, but good defense there. Fremo just stepping across the space, and OJ again. I don't know. Again, I think the game is a little bit fast-paced for what he's used to maybe in the leg. Nice bounce pass, which just goes in here. Just goes wide there, but I think the Bombers, will they pick it up here?
Looks like the Grizzlies have got it back with Raph O'Connor in the back corner. They drop it, and Tom Freeman picks it up. Nice
down the back.
BTB and a shot as Anson Carter goes to ground. Grizzlies will get the ball back, but that was a pretty nice play then.
It was a very nice
play.
Bounce pass. Another big hit here.
Ryan's about to get hit hard.
Just
he does get hit hard, but
and again,
they will get the ball back again. The Grizzlies.
Benji
got
kicks inside Semler, and that's a fake, great fake, and Chippy with the jump there, and as he's gone up, Cam Semler's just put it down low, but
looks like there's only a bit of change left in this game, and I don't think we're going to get to another face-off as Brighton are going to be 11-goal winners.
And there goes the final siren for this game against the Grizzlies and the Bombers, with the Bombers running out an 18-7 winners. And I think there will be certainly a few boys sucking in the big ones in that last half. But overall, great game by the Bombers, and they really did take the ascendancy after the second half, and went out to be big winners in the end. And how did you find that as a whole, Luke, as the first box game you've seen for the year?
Yeah, it's a good spectacle. The skill level's pretty good. The Bombers team got a lot of guns in that team and been dominating at field level, and obviously a few guys dominating at the box level as well in recent times. So clearly the better team tonight. and just showing their size and strength and really their skill. Their skill was what really, you know, made the Grizzlies have some problems that game. But, you know, the Grizzlies, they were pretty good too. I think against a really strong team like Brighton, you know, they got a couple of developing guys in that Grizzlies team, and when there's only a few players on the court, you know, it's hard to you know, hide in that game, especially when it's so physical. So no, they did pretty well, and I think they'll bounce back and have a good game against whoever their next opponent might be.
Yeah, we've got the second game coming up now, between the Shrikes and the Chiefs. So as a whole, we've hope you've all enjoyed this evening, and we look forward to seeing you again next week at the same time, same bat channel. And Luke Kiesig, thanks for being on the commentary tonight. We hope the next game will be a little bit closer, but well done to the Brighton Bombers this evening against the Burnside Grizzlies, and we look forward to seeing you all next week on our live feed. And we'd like to thank the guys behind the scenes who do a fantastic job with the cameras and the work, and allow us to be up here having a bit of a chat. So until next week, we look forward to seeing you then. It's bye for now from the SA Lacrosse Box League. First ball, hat-trick ball, I went out. Fucking balled the half volley Yorker, and I've gone whack. I cracked it off the bat, straight in the toe, broke 2 toes. Made 41.